Prior to adding a new user to VA Security, the following requirements must be in place. User role and access permissions should be agreed and documented for data governance purposes. The relevant infrastructure, usually an Azure environment, should be in place, which will allow Azure identities to be created and access to the Azure enterprise applications to be granted for React. Once Azure identity has been created and associated with the user email address, then the email address can be used to add the user to VA Security. These things must be in place prior to being able to add a user to VA Security. Prior to adding a new user to React, the appropriate steps described earlier need to be in place from both a data governance perspective and from the point of creating an identity in Azure for an email to be associated with the user to be added. So to add a new user, log into VA Security and click on this icon. Select Edit Trained Users. To search for a new user, type their email into the new user box. Write the user's first and second name in the new user full name field and click Add. The user will then appear in the new users list here and can be dragged and dropped into the all trained users list to be added to the system. Once a user has been added as a trained user, the option to grant global administrator role is also available. To do that, you would just click on Global Administrators. You would select your user from the list on the left-hand side of trained users and drag and drop into the Global Administrators role. Once an individual has been assigned as a trained user, they will have access to VA Hub component of React. They can view the base package, and if permissions, by default they can view the base package, but if access has been granted to the oncology package, they will also be able to view the oncology package. They do not have access to the two other components of React, VA Security and Admin UI. However, if a trained user is then made a global administrator, they have access to all three components, and because they're a trained user, they will be able to access VA Hub and view the packages. They can access VA Security, add user roles, remove user roles, and access Admin UI to access the ETL report, add or remove and edit drug programs, or add and remove edit data sets.